2, 1. Hey, and welcome to the Punchmans Report, Jimmy Edition. This is Jimmy Burrito, and with me is Randomous Namus. Say
Aw.
hi.
Hi, I'm Randomous Namus. I'm not Rusty Seabutter, believe it or not.
We are Rusty Sea Butterless again, adrift in a sea of no sea butter.
Yeah, there's no butter in this sea.
And Randomous is joining us from his usual REL4 and REL7 recaps.
Indeed, indeed.
REL4 is my division, not the division we're going to cover. We are here to cover REL9A, the Amazing A's, and the Fighting
What are you gonna call them this time?
Eights, not Elegant Eights.
The Fighting Eights.
Is it the fight? No, we're going with Elegant Eights. Fuck it. I can never remember what
They're the Magic 8 balls.
So let's get started. We're gonna jump in and cover Match Day 12, Season 8.
Yeah, sounds good. You want to talk about a buy real quick?
We want to talk about who?
You want to talk about a buy real quick?
We can. Who's by?
The Mainland Creepers here.
Mainland Creepers. It's the first one on the schedule here.
Indeed. Oh, I want to know what this goblin gets as a level so bad. He's got plus Agi already.
Yeah, and as we know, people who don't pick their levels, when they roll their level ups, can go suck a dick.
Yep. Confirm. It's not nice to make me wait.
We do, however, have alignment with Dodge, which is nice, because he will never level again, so I guess he's
halfway there here.
Maybe
he goes to 11 SPP, so he's only one more MVP away from getting blocked.
Yeah, and I guess he could be closer to what's it called? Getting more likely to be a ball carrier with Dodge than with nothing. So maybe he could score again.
Certainly.
Or score once, but maybe not. So why don't we move on
to
the next game, which is
Oh, comrade, where art thou?
Yeah.
And the great cold ones, Kislev and Norse.
For the Norse.
Man, look at all these blocks here.
Yeah, so 67 blocks to 29, almost more than twofold higher for the Norse, which is not unusual with all the frenzy. But armor breaks are nearly even, 13 to 10. So got their
that's a lie though.
Share of blocks. However, yeah, it's a lie. Let's look at those removals. 7 to 4.
Yeah, man. 7 to 4 is a big deal. And I seem to remember the KO rolls being like basically right at 50-50. So some of these guys stayed down.
Some decent development here for the Kislev, even in the loss, and some maybe dead linemen, but not really dead. So strength busted lineman, Rip Anchor Brewing. I think that was my suggestion for a player name.
He's totally dead.
He's gone. And McMenamin's niggled, and New Belgian missed next game. So
McMenamin's got a second niggle.
It's a double niggle, oh boy.
He is double niggled.
So that's too bad. He did get a level on runner Alesmith, but he has not chosen that level.
Accurate. It's a plus move runner too, so that's like kind of a big one. I mean, you probably just put dodge on this guy, like almost no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm. That would be my guess, but who knows? Maybe he'll plus Agi, and then we'll look stupid.
What would you take on a double here? It's still just dodge, right?
I might consider turning him into a sacker, or not a sacker, a blitzer, because you could get Mighty Blow on him.
Take Mighty Blow, and then assume you'll take dodge next time.
An 8 movement, dauntless block Mighty Blow guy.
It does punch a lot of pieces real good.
I guess, or yeah, I think maybe that would be an interesting choice, but
I could get it behind that plan. That's not a bad idea.
Have many good blitzers, so maybe that's not necessary.
Exactly.
But... Cool, neat.
Yeah, totally.
Congrats on the
Lots of
win,
development.
Eyes and Mike. Lots of development. We'll move on to the next game, the Flippin' Dead 2-1 win over Exploitation Cinema. Why don't you walk us through it?
Flesh Golem MVP. That's real good.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Oh, look at this. Look at this Blitzer get dodge.
Yep.
It's another
Blitzer,
good level.
Get Lee, picking up Blodge. That's a good first. I think. Yeah, I was gonna say compared to like Whites or something, which play a similar role on Necro team, I would consider maybe not getting dodge, but that's crazy. I would definitely get
It's
dodge.
tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have this 3 agi, like it makes you what's gonna be a mobile guard piece soon. Like he's
Yep.
really gonna be spicy.
It's gonna be good.
Or even give him stand firm, turn him into like the biggest shithead in the world.
Yeah, just turn him into a ball carrier. Orc blitzers tend to be that
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah. With dodge, it sure
Um,
helps. And then
the only
looking
other
at
dev here was we had a wrestle zombie die.
yep, Ben Kane, R.I.P.
It's a zombie.
We'll get
Regen didn't work for him this time.
looking at SPP, he got the Flippin' Dead got 11, 6 on Bork, which is a werewolf if I'm not mistaken, and then a bunch
Correct.
on the
Plus agi
orcs.
werewolf.
What's that?
It's a plus agi werewolf.
Oh, that's right. I was looking through some Necro teams recently, looking at all the wolves, and it's like 90% of them have stat ups in their strength and agi and or doubles. Mine do not. Makes me sad.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
there's a couple of pretty spicy ones on the player market, but there's a bunch of people want
no,
them.
there isn't. No, there isn't.
There was some talk about it here just the other day.
Don't pay attention to that. Listen, Necro is a terrible team. You should just re-roll. Stop
Just
playing them.
retire your necro teams. You heard it here.
Put all your wolves on the market and just walk away. So 63 to 44 blocks. So this is a block heavy game. Not unexpected to be outbashed or outblocked at least as Necro against Orcs.
I
But
think I see what the story of this game is, and it's this 10 removals here
yeah,
for exploitation cinema.
just a shit ton of removals, fair amount of armor breaks, but looks like probably mostly zombies. And then that's that.
I mean,
And that's
it
use
didn't
your
stop
face.
the 2-1 though. So I
Yeah.
guess this is probably like a necro stall, right? We snuck
Yep.
past with the wolves, and the rest of our team got the tar beaten out of it.
Yep. Score fast, and then use your face to slow them down.
Yep. The didn't slow them down very much this time.
Well, slowed them down enough to get the win, so that's good.
Yeah, got the win.
Face
And
tanked.
no like meaningful damage either. So
Yeah. Congrats on the win, Flippin' Dead. So now we'll move on to the next one. My boys, Battle Brothers.
Men and the
2-1.
Battle Brothers. Yeah.
Look at that.
2-1 for the Battle Brothers.
Nice. Look at that level on the MVP and the Blitzer. Picks up sure hands. Blodge step, sure hands. Hand of David Cool. How about that? All right. So looking at the blocks, we're at slight edge for the Lizards, 40 to 36, with only a couple removals total in this game. Ball possession was pretty even. And that's it. It looks like it was just a slightly bashy game with a little bit of even-handedness, but the scores going to the Bretts. And there's nothing really here. It looks just like they just traded a couple hits, and
that's got to be what this is. Somebody we probably scored twice in one drive, and then Lizards couldn't equalize in the Brett drive.
5 removals total in the game, no injuries to speak of. 2 levels on blitzers, which is great.
A nice fair game of Blood Bowl.
Yeah. Gentlemanly game.
What were you thinking?
Cool. And then an expulsion for the Lizards because they are dirty lizards. How dare you?
Lizards.
Not even a lot of armor breaks. Look at that. 15 total. 16. Sorry. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's just not a super bashy game, I guess.
Yeah, too
Or I guess
convincing.
the batches land in places where they weren't productive.
Yeah, I guess you have a lot of force strength guys on the lizard side punching against four bunch of blodge wrestle guys on the other side. So it just must have been frustrating for getting hits.
Oh yeah, it's got to be.
All right, let's move on to the next game then. Sugar and Spite's 2-0 win over the Norse Unleashed.
The
Check
Norse
this shit
Unleashed
out. Sugar and Spite, big win.
is.
Got MVPs on important pieces, which is nice.
Man, look at these. Look at these stat freak Norse, man. Look at all these agi.
Yeah, this is Hiroto Sukara's Norse. He's a lucky boy.
Yeah, man.
So looking
I'm
at
trying to
the
build mine to look like his.
looking at the blocks in this one, so 55-39. So slight block number edge to the Norse again, as
That's
expected.
that's pretty Norsey though, yeah.
Yeah, but unlike last Norse game, the removals favored the elves, the opponent. So 7 removals. They got 8 sustained removals on the Norse versus 4 for the elves.
I mean the elves there's the bashy elves here, and you still
Yeah.
only have 7 armor as Norse. Like they can beat you up if they get a chance to. And like, look at all the blodge, so many blodge.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just can't knock them down with one tackle.
Yeah. Some good development for Sugar and Spike coming in with coming into the season late. I think it was 2 games they missed maybe. So all
This
of this
witch
is
elf.
since. And then this witch elf got a level, Demerara,
Juggernaut.
and got jugs. Big old wrestle jugs. Wrestle and then jugs. That's interesting.
I mean,
It's not. It's not.
yeah,
It's good because wrestle sometimes you don't want to go down. You'd rather push. So it's good. Maybe don't take wrestle then. Just take jugs.
sure, yeah. That's sort of where I
Wait.
fall on it. I mean, like, because this could be like strip ball Juggernaut here, and
Yeah. Could be. That would be great.
yeah, this piece is still great. It's just the Juggernaut sometimes looks really funny when you already have something like Wrestle.
Yeah. All right. And then moving on to the next. It's a bye week. Rotting
Yeah,
snatches.
this is by week. Yeah.
Tommy Too Tall getting. Look at those MVPs on a Nurgle Warrior and a Pestigore. They're not close to leveling, so. Um,
It's still a good place to
well,
put
it's a good place
that
for them to be.
no Warrior takes every MVP he can get.
Yeah. Well, congrats on your free win, and we'll move on to the next one. Cold-blooded X's versus reasonably greedy.
Oh, 3-0 against goblins.
Yeah, this is Vort's MO is a 3-0 games this season. That's what he's
Oh,
got
that's
primarily.
please tell me he's at least 3-0'd a couple of people with these things.
Um, he has won a couple games.
Okay, good.
He's won twice. He's tied twice. Otherwise, he's lost 3-0 8 times.
Oh, that's misery. I
It's
mean,
it's
that's
okay.
goblin
He's got
life, but
Hail Mary pass. He's been
oh, he has a
unsuccessful.
Hail Mary bomber.
Yeah, he just came into the season with that. He's been unable to get levels on anybody else pretty much. He did have a block troll, but he died mid-season, and he has a guard troll as well. But he's got another dead goblin here today. Rip to Sarin, Tasrin. Um, yeah, I notice Elena the skink plus Agi got the plus Agi skink his second one because he's got 2 of them. Let's take a quick look over there. Leveled this game and got sidestep. So it's got Jennifer's replacement in waiting since Jennifer's got Niggle. He's waiting for her to die, even though she's
Yeah,
Blodge step. Man, this is too bad on the source development on this team, but
I can tell you about that. That's sometimes with lizards though, and once it starts failing, it's really hard to catch it.
yeah. So look at that, 132 yards running for the X's.
That's like just so much skink SPP.
Yeah. Yeah, look at, oh man, tons. Let's
That's
see if there
the
was one successful chainsaw roll, one successful Hail Mary pass roll. I don't see. And then looking at the X's, there's nothing there. Yeah, so one failed impact of the bomb roll. So not a ton going on there for those. Must have scored
yeah.
quick and removed all of his secret weapons again.
Dead Goblin, Dead Loner.
Yep. All right.
Agi Skink gets sidestep. That's sweet.
Yep. Elena too.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
girl.
Want to talk about some playoff contenders here?
Yeah. So since this is week 12, we're looking at a pretty in control list here. In control. That's not what I meant to say. Pretty locked
So
in.
neither. Yeah, Eisenmike and Larkstar haven't played yet though. So are either of those buys?
Let me
That's Cold Ones and Cold Blooded X's.
no. So some big game. That's right. We talked about this last week. So some big Lizard games coming up in the final
Oh
week.
yeah, both of them.
Oh man, a little spoiler here for next week, but
Yeah, that
isn't it
4-0.
Vort's breaking with convention and going with the 4-0 loss this time. Poor guy. It gets better.
Yeah,
I think.
sometimes.
So yeah, looking at the
Yeah,
leaderboard
it's
again.
pretty. Eisenmike's got to lose,
And the X's
or
have to
he's pretty
win.
much got it. Yeah.
Even if that happens, though.
That said, Larkstar does have the TD differential, so if he wins and Eisenmike loses, he takes the spot.
Yeah. But Hiroto is
That
not.
specifically has to happen, though.
Yeah, and Hiroto can't get it, correct?
Yeah.
No, he's 4 points behind.
No, he's out.
So that's it. Just two teams in contention. So two big matchups next week.
Oh, rather he Larkstar. If Larkstar wins, he gets it even if Eisenmike draws.
Yeah.
I'm good at math, I swear.
So Mike's got to win to lock it in. But if he
Yeah.
draws or loses and Larkstar wins, he takes a spot.
Yes, exactly that. That's the situations. That's all that's left.
It.
It's really easy to figure
peasy.
out the possibilities when there's only 1 week of games.
Nice. Yeah, so next week, got some big games. We'll take a look at those real quick. Just run through them. Okamura Warthog gets a bye week to finish out the season. Mainland Creepers versus Flippin' Dead.
Battle Brothers.
So that's just for development going into next season, seeing who's going to get to carry what. And then Great Cold Ones, Mesozoic Mighty Men. That's playoff implications / spoiler situation.
Indeed. Time for the Mesozoic Mighty Man to play spoiler.
Yeah. Or Exploitation Cinema against Sugar and Spite for some of that sweet development. Battle Brothers rolls into the end of the season with a bye week, so that's great. Had a good finish to the season there. And then Rotting Snatches, Tommy Too Tall coming in with the potential. So yes, they need wins to get into this into the playoffs here, but they both got tough matchups to finish out.
Oh yes.
For their last week. So Cold Blooded X is rolling Rotting Snatches as their last week. Like, I need to win this to make the playoffs. They're gonna, even if they win it, it's probably not gonna be a bloodless coup. It's gonna be a
you don't want to really play Nurgle as you're winning in, especially when it's like Nurgle with a winning record.
Nurgle that are well developed and are coached by Tommy Too Tall.
Yeah.
All right. So good job, amazing A's. We will see you next week.
Amazing.
Let's see how this goes. Amazing. All right, and we'll switch over to REL8.
Just remember, it's one to the left. Don't
Yep.
go to the right.
Oh, I've been doing this for 13 weeks. Well experienced in going to the left. Just make sure you go to the right one. It's the Swiss, the wolf, not the zombie, the regular.
Oh no, yeah, you got me.
Aha! All
Look at
right.
me. I trying to tell you where to go, and I'm going to the wrong place.
Rookie.
What a scrub. Okay, conveniently timed distraction of Thunderstrike versus Frozen Dead North.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, look at
shorts
this.
and what is this? It's a white. I can't tell.
Necro.
Necro.
Yep. Frozen Dead North getting the 2-0 win on Wolfram Jacks. This is some pretty serious playoff implications we'll see in the leaderboard. I think Wolfram was in contention. Was in control of his destiny before this game, but the loss makes it
Hey, no,
play-in
it's a little
game
bit
this week.
rougher now.
Yeah, a little bit tougher to get in. But looking at this MVP on the white, Cadaver Tails, that's big. Picks up guard.
Yeah, everybody loves guard. That's
Yeah,
I
Necro
frequently
getting.
have discussions about whether or not guard is better than block.
How do those discussions go?
I think it's real close. Honestly, I think it's really really close as to which one is the best skill.
Yeah, I think um, with whites on Necro, I'll take guard on first one and Mighty Blow on second one. And that
Yeah,
seems to work out pretty well with the option of tackle as like a
exactly.
not
The
a
second
bad
one's going to grow
choice.
fast because you give him mighty blow anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, and then taking a look at the stats here, we got even on blocks, which is impressive. Even on removals, which is also impressive.
And then somehow this is a 2-0.
And a
So
dead
we have
white.
to.
Ketchup rips. Oh, the other white died. That's why. That's too bad. So let's take a look at that real quick. Well, we can't because he's dead, but I'll take a look at his team.
Oh yeah, are there not fixtures for the Swiss part of 8?
They're yeah, so it doesn't quite work because they're not
Because it's
REL8
Swiss.
anymore. It's REL8 Swiss
Yeah,
Part 2.
and there's not a thing for it. I see.
So inside
I have to do
baseball,
this the old-fashioned way.
no mystery meat. If you go to Nuffalitics and you go to REL Season 8 Division 8 Swiss and go to week 3, it shows the stats for this week. This is a new feature for us. We didn't have
Awesome.
this for the last few weeks. So thank you to Schleiss, I think, runs Nuffalitics.
That sounds right. I don't want to commit to it because I might be wrong too.
I'm nothing without you. Yeah, so level on Cadaver Tails gets guard, and then dead Ketchup rips. So he already rebought him, which is great. And I see
There
here
you go.
Finnegan got a level. His movement 9 Mighty Blow Wolf picked up tackle. So now he's
That's
really
good.
good at poking out people's eyes.
Cuts people open real good.
Yeah. So congrats, big win, big development. We got a Mystic's Game Bull Centaur for Thunderstrike,
That's the worst.
and
Oh, I bet that's the story of how this turned into a 2-0 instead of a 1-1.
yeah,
This
maybe.
next game, Bull Centaur.
Yeah, yeah, the Mighty Blow Blur tackle one block. Too bad. So sad. 3 surfs as well for Frozen Dead North, so that sure helped, I'm sure.
That's yeah. Surfs are guaranteed removals, man. They're real good.
Crazy. All right, so let's move on to the next game. What? Oh, clicked on the wrong
Yeah,
game.
no, that's it.
Siberian Hopscotch. Oh, yeah, I clicked on the wrong game.
Oh, I got you.
Siberian Hopscotch Mafia 2-1 win over the respectable Gents.
Oh, look at Dapper Dan steal this MVP as a dead man.
Dead goat would have leveled. Player not found. Look at that. Yeah. So this is a big win for Hopscotch Mafia. He's been having a rough season, I think, but after this one, I think he was pretty excited.
You know, this is a good level here too. This lineman
Yeah.
gets level 4, grabs Finned.
Yeah. So movement 5. Kislev lineman with block tackle fend. That's pretty awesome.
I think Finn's really good for a minus move guy. It lets him
Absolutely.
get away.
Yep. Even on Kislev too, just for helping
For
with their
longevity.
survival. Yeah.
Looks like a pretty even game by the stats, other than the fact that the Hopscotch Mafia's blocks turned into removals, and
Yeah.
the Gents didn't.
Yeah, it's interesting. Bunch of AV8, majority AV8 teams. But
Very, very similar possession numbers, too. So this is like the ball gets popped and scored with, basically, I think.
yeah, some leap bullshit probably. Let's look at the
Yeah, and
table.
Kislevs can do some shit.
7 successful leaps, no failures. That probably has something to do with it. Oh, and look at that
Must be nice.
fireball. 3 success. So he had a juicy fireball as well. Or
Good
is that?
fireball's always the
So if
best.
the fireball shows up on
Oh, so the fireball will be on the target's team.
the target team. Okay, so the chaos fireballed and only hit one guy. Is that what that says? So the Kislev got fireballed
Yes.
and only one guy fell down.
No, yes, correct. You got 4-man fireballed and only one fell down.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fireball.
At least you got one. Keep having these.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Wizards
not
have been
even the
shit
one.
all season. I had
Fireball's like really unreliable. You have to both knock them down and break their armor, man.
not
It's
even
hard.
that, even just the lightning bolts. I've gotten like 3
Yeah.
fizzled lightning bolts this season. I had a 0
Oh, that's the
5
worst.
fireball this season against Kyle's Dwarfs. I had a failed bribe. It's the worst. Just
You need
inducements
to quit
are
being scared of the
overrated.
lightning, man.
Yeah, on the other hand, my fucking wolf died to a lightning bolt. So.
See, that's what it is. You're too afraid of the lightning. You have to ride it, man.
Yeah, ride the lightning with these nuts. Let's take a look at the SPP. Big SPP game. Both teams got 2 levels. Unfortunately, one of those levels was a dead beastman. But the bear, Mighty Misha. Let's take a look at the team real quick, because I want to see what he picked on that Croxa-bear.
6 to 16 SPP here.
Yeah, so he picked up guard. So block guard on the Crocs bear.
Well, that's awesome.
And Victor Palunin got, oh, that's the Fen lineman. Neat. So this team's looking real interesting.
Oh yeah, Crocs levels were always great.
I like how you live your best life and you have your shit out of order. Don't listen to the haters. Do what you got to do. Especially on Kislev, where everybody looks like a mishmash of skills.
Yeah, you want the Kislev to be out of order. That way your opponent can't tell what you have on your team.
No idea what's going on.
It's I don't know what any of these icons mean.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Castlevania Creeps. Big playoff implications. Win for him, 3-0 over Rogues Gallery.
That's a bunch.
That's
the Rouge's gallery, man. Come on.
Yeah. My boy, Rouge. He's got a couple of deaths in this game. We've got a dead Hobgoblin with diving tackle.
Hobs aren't people.
And
he was closer to being people.
A dead Block Fen Thrall. That's almost the real boy, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, a Thrall with 16 SPP has outlived his time anyway. I mean, like, you want him, but you know that he's not long.
I saw some chat on this on Discord earlier with some Vamp coaches that were saying basically just embrace the bloat in terms of Thrall levels, because it really helps make these teams a little bit more robust and keeps them around.
It makes your team more reliable.
Yeah, it helps get you some what's it called? It keeps the Thralls on the field so that you can suck some blood and
right.
Have
keeps the snacks around.
Yep, exactly. And also, if you're sleeping the cage corners with your vamps, sometimes it helps to have a Thrall available to be the sacker. And if he's got Wrestle Strip Ball like John Morris here.
Yes, sir. John Morris is a fantastic Thrall.
An excellent boy.
He puts a big hole in your ball carrying plan, and he's there to get snacked on when the vampire comes to pick the ball up. Like, he does everything.
So, a lot of armor breaks in this game. 15 and 12. Looking at the block numbers, not that many blocks relative to the armor breaks. So
this is a lot of removals for the number of blocks here.
So 7 removals for the Chorfs and 5 and a kill for both, but 5 removals for the Vamps.
Oh man, I want you to look at how many Thralls the Vamps remove themselves. It's like an additional.
Yeah.
Like an additional, what is that? 8 more?
Yeah. That's wild.
Only 7. Sorry. that's some pretty bad injury rolls on your bloodlusts.
Yeah. Luckily, didn't matter. Got the 3 touchdowns and got a
Yeah,
bunch of
man.
SPP. Looks like
Does he have like a real deep bench?
Kronkvist. I think so.
He's like
Incubus,
got to have that many
Autos.
removals, right?
Let me take a look. I think he does. I think he's one of those like 14 or 15. Yep, 14.
Yeah. And that's with the one that died this game missing, so it was probably 15 before.
Yep. Yep. Probably.
Yeah, man,
Cool.
that's how you have to do it. That's how you keep the vampires doing vampire stuff. Keep them fed.
Yeah, so Thunderstrike losing this week, Castlevania Creeps winning this week. Keep that in mind. Put that in the back of your head, and save that for when we look at the leaderboard. But next up, we got Mount the Tetons versus Bad QB Squad in a couple
Nobody
goose
wanted any
eggs.
points.
Nobody wanted to score.
They wanted some development, though.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. So MVPs go to a Black Orc and a Blitzer. That's awesome. Dark Blake
And
Bortles.
both of them level. And both of them get murder skills.
Oh, Block Mighty Blow Claw piling on. Look at him. He's reached his final form.
Yep. He wants tackle, but that's it.
Yeah, Block Mighty Blow on the Black Orc. Eat Burn. Co's
The second.
Eat Burn. Good for him.
Oh yeah, this is just.
So
we held the ball for a short amount of time in our own half. It was popped and it sat on the ground. That's what these numbers say to me.
Yeah, 2-1 on the blocks here for the orcs.
5 Cas too.
And look at the armor breaks are 2-1, 2.5-1, and then a bunch of removals. So they were removing these poor goblins, boys. But yeah, look at that. Mount the Tetons taking the real injuries though. 2 blitzers missed next game. So they were getting work done with their claw.
The Claw Mighty Blow it's a good combination of skills.
It's great. Yeah. Goblin, poor big hand goblin, Skarzit. His strength busted, so he's very weak. He's got big hand, but he can't pick it up.
Dead.
He just drags it behind him.
I 2 DBs are one thing, 3 DBs are another.
Yeah. Oh, you should not. Just go find another job.
Yeah, no, he go apply to be a Noblar.
Yeah. So with all those removals comes a fair amount of SPP for the orcs, but not a ton. Just a decent amount.
So, you can't expect a ton of SPP for a 0-0 draw. Like this is all Cas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess against goblins when you are, I think this is. Let me take a look at this team real quick. Yeah, so all of his blitzers have tackle, mighty blow, block, mighty blow, out the butt. Bunch of his linemen have block tackle. He's got a lot of tackle, basically, is my point.
He kills goblins really good.
Kills goblins really well. I was expecting to get a little bit more of a feast, but it's not there. Because the Bad QB squad, they say, fuck off with that shit.
Just having that one Storm Vermin makes it real hard to score.
Yeah. All right.
Tough. Good dev though. Like it was a fantastic MVP there.
Yeah, good development for both you guys. Good draw. Good result for a draw. All right, and then moving on to the last game, Fallen Wonders 1-1 tie with the Dead Wrestler Society.
Amazons and lizards.
So good MVP on the Saurus there. 27-31. So he has not leveled yet, but he's pretty close. Just 2 more Cas. Or was it death this game? Let me see what it was. Oh, it was a skink. Another Von Erich. That's a good name.
Well, at least it was a skink.
Yep.
Skinks aren't people.
An unleveled skink as well. So.
Oh, that's like not even kind of a people.
Yeah, so blocks are even. Let's take a look at the stats here. Blocks were even on
Yeah,
this one, so the Amazons were getting their feast. The armor breaks were even as well. Taking a look at the 12 to 13. The removals were basically even, slight edge
yeah.
to the
5 to
lizards.
4.
Yeah, but
Oh wait,
ball
Amazon
possession was
broke
even.
themselves.
Oh, did they?
They've got 3 extra Cas here.
Yeah, 6 to 5. Yeah. Woo. So a little bit of probably a few failed dodges, a few failed GFIs. Yeah. So when they scored quick. It looks like 6% is one turn in an opponent's half. But otherwise,
Yeah, right.
possession was even, blocks were even, removals were pretty even, and
This just looks like
score
a
was even. So it looks like you just slugged it out on your half and then failed to stop them on theirs.
exactly. This looks like a bunch of we scored on turn 5 of our drive or whatever.
Yeah. So some good development. I see the only level is Agamede Doris, which is a Dodge Russell Agi linewoman. So I'm going to take a look at that real quick and see what you picked up.
Elf.
Oh, picked up tackle. So wrestle Agi tackle. That's
That's
pretty cool.
get that one strip ball soon.
We'll come back to this in a second here because we're going to move over to the leaderboard and take a look. Let me do my magic here. Whomp. Look at the leaderboard for the Swiss.
You made it appear on mine too.
Oh, that's crazy. It's magic. I hope it appears. If it didn't, it's randomness's fault.
Yeah, I blame me.
So Fall, Fallen Wonders, Fallen Oneaters, is in first place and can't be caught, or can be caught, but can't lose their position.
No. Can't be caught. They've already played their game.
You're right.
So
You're right.
both
Yep,
Fall
it's
and
in
D
play.
Sharp have played their games this week. So the only thing that we can have for change here is Vapor Gecko v Wolfram Ajax.
Yeah. So let me
And they are playing each other, right?
yeah. So let's tuck this back away for a second and look at the schedule here. Um, and see that Thunderstrike versus Castlevania Creeps is pending. This is huge playoff implications, right? So these guys are
Exactly.
playing. They have they're 3 points behind D Sharp. So if they win, they tie on points with the Frozen Dead North. But Castlevania Creeps have a higher TD differential, so they would win the tiebreaker. And conversely, so Thunderstrike, if he wins and wins by a lot, and gets
Yeah. Has to win by at
4
least
TD
2.
differential at the end of his, so he has to win by 4.
No, he has to win by 2 to get the tie on TD differential, and then a third to win it. I have no idea what the rest of their tie
I don't
breaks
know.
look like.
I think it's number of losses, which
Yeah, the rest of it is the same for them, so it's probably down to head, honestly.
yeah, I don't remember what the tiebreaker is beyond that, but safe to say it's likely that if Castlevania Creeps won, they would steal that second playoff spot. It's
Yes,
unlikely that
in
Thunderstrike
fact,
won, that they would steal it, but they could.
if Vamps win here, they definitely take it.
Yes, correct. Right, because you can't win and lose TD
Can't lose
differential.
TD differential at the same time, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So we are going to take a quick look at these teams. So we just took a peek at the Fallen Wonders. I'll take another deeper look and see that we have 2 fresh blitzers on this team. Lost some. They used to have block guard before.
They come in pretty fine. Blodge is a great combo of skills, man, for 90k.
Yeah, so they come in fresh with Blodge. He's got a bunch of stat ups. Starting at this plus movement thrower that has strong arm and accurate. That's awesome. And this blitzer without stat ups, but with mighty blow, tackle, and piling on. with block and guard.
That's
So
all she needs.
yeah, it is an excellent piece.
I like this diving catch, sidestep, diving tackle
Yeah,
catcher too.
uh,
That's spicy.
that's a fuck you catcher right there. If your ball pops out, or if your ball carrier is able to be based, then fuck them forever.
How sad are you that this plus strength line woman has a niggle?
Uh, I'm a little sad.
Right?
I'm a
Makes
little
people want
sad.
to stack up and punch it really bad.
It on the other hand, that is good for fall as bait because you have
Exactly. Yeah.
a plus strength niggled Amazon lady with
It's
blodge.
still got
People want
blodge.
to hit it because it's niggled and it's still got blodge and 4 strength, so they're gonna have to overcommit to it. So it's almost like safe by the fact that it's like maybe people will see the trap and they won't hit her on purpose because
Yeah.
they think it's a trap.
No. You can't not punch an AV7 niggle, right? It's
Yeah.
just asking for
If
SPP.
if the situation arises where you can get
Right.
2 die block on it,
I
if you
mean, it
can,
is
good
4
for
strength.
you.
You're right. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah. So 1650 team value, I think that's a decent place to come in to the playoffs. You got a little bit of
This
money in
whole
the bank.
division's pretty big.
Yeah. So you're rolling in this way. I think this is a fair place to start. Just hope you don't run into Chorfs or Dwarfs or something.
Oh yeah, man. One bad game with Chorfs, and this could be like a 1300 team.
Yeah. One thing Rusty usually does is looks up the playoff matches for who they'd end up with, and I didn't do that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't do that for this one.
So it's a mystery opponent.
Yeah, you have to play somebody.
Yeah. Hope it's a good matchup for you. Probably.
I
Probably
mean,
will be. Be optimistic.
there's a lot of Nurgle and a lot of Chorfs from everything that I've seen.
Oh my god, I did this whole thing with the fucking. Oh boy.
You've had the standings
I've
over
had
this
the
team the
standings
whole
up
time,
over the
haven't you?
team the whole time.
Well, just rub it in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rubbing it in.
it still looks good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all fall actually really cares about, right? Is that clinched playoff seed?
Yeah. Anyway, so this is all the stuff we were just talking about for the last couple minutes, but no big deal. Nothing really to see here. I'm not
No, it's
not
fine.
redoing that. That's staying in there.
No, yeah, man, that's highlight reel material right there.
Yeah, Rusty, he cuts out all those good parts and puts them at the end. I'm just gonna leave them right here, right in the middle, where they're appropriate.
The raw Punchmans experience.
Remix. All right, so let's look at the next team,
Who's up next?
which was Frozen Dead North.
Yes.
We also took a quick peek at earlier. So he got some good development in his game as well,
Man,
picking up tackle on
150k TV, perfectly healthy.
Yeah,
This team is
150k
great.
money with 1630 TV. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately lost the white right before the playoffs, but was able to rebuy him and have a full bank. And has these excellent wolves. These wolves are better than my wolves. A lot better.
Yeah, these wolves are great. These ghouls are great tue.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love this. I love this niggle dirty player.
Linus Corpus set. Yeah. Niggle,
the only thing that jumps
no
out to me about this team is that there is not very much guard.
Welcome to the necromantic experience. Flesh golems take forever to get guard if you get blocked first, which you need to because
And whites
otherwise they'll never
die.
level again. And whites die. And also you may not, first guy gets guard, maybe second guy does not get guard because you want to get mighty blow on him, and then maybe you get tackle, and then maybe he gets guard. It's tough. You get 4 guard, and you're a lucky necro boy.
Yeah, I think that you can pretty safely take guard when this guy gets his 6th SPP right, because you've got like this plus move Mighty Blow Wolf as your killer, and you've got another tackle on this other wolf. Or would you take a Mighty Blow?
So the issue is though, a really nice thing to have on Necro is a blitzer that does not have frenzy.
Yeah, no,
There
I
are
totally get that.
sometimes that you don't want to frenzy and get that second hit. You just need to hit that one guy. In that case, you use the white, and so it's really nice to have a Mighty Blow tackle white for that.
Yeah, it's also nice to have the option to not follow on your blitzer.
Right, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
the not following that is.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been playing some Norse here lately, and I've come to realize that frenzy is a curse as much as it is a blessing.
Yeah, I had a fucking mistake today in my game against what's his name, Shiggy's vampires, where I blitzed a wrestle fend thrall, thinking fend will keep me from making that second block, and the second block is an uphill red die in the middle of all of his guys, and I was like, oh, I'll just dodge right out and run away. But I didn't. He suckered me into the red die block and then rolled both down and took it and wrestled me down and then fouled me, and that was
Is Fend optional?
it is optional.
I did not know that Fend was optional.
Yeah, so you can draw frenzy blocks in with fend or push them away. So it gives you tons of control against frenzy teams. It's really nice.
It's that's another point for Fend. It's a good skill, even in my interpretation.
I mean, we've seen a fair amount of it in today's look through these divisions, but I still think it's pretty underutilized.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's competing with a lot of the like tier 1.5 skills, right?
Yeah. But
like
for
that,
linemen and
it
for
could have been
carriers,
tackle, right? Like
linemen and ball carriers, I think it's like right in there in the like third skill, maybe second or third skill.
Yeah.
Cool.
I agree.
Good luck with Necro. These Necro are in a good position, I think. You're going to be hurting a little bit for guard, but you do have both your wolves have tackle and one of them has blodge step.
Oh, those wolves are nuts.
And the other one has mighty blow, so you're in a good position to fuck up some shit.
Hand one the ball, hand the other one the skulls of his enemies.
Yeah. And then we're going to take a look at these two competitors for the top spot. We're going to look at Castlevania Creeps first, since they are the higher likelihood of showing up in the playoffs here. Blue dress shirts. And so here we got
lots of Thrall dev. I love the Wrestle Thralls. I think that's really good.
Yeah, and he's lost a few of them as well.
Sure.
One die with Wrestle and something else. But yeah, so he has quite a bit of Thrall development. I agree that it is not a bad thing to have, and I would not fire these guys. Just keep them. They will fire themselves.
So exactly that.
Don't worry about it. Keep them while you have them. And then
these are like really good vampire levels too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really super special. They're just well developed.
Yeah. So lost a vampire, I think, fairly recently, but his replacement has block, so he's on his way. And
he's already doing his whole job.
He's already And then the rest of them, you've got some great ones with Blodge Pro and Pass. Is that Pass? Yes, Pass.
Yeah, that's Pass.
Which I'm glad that didn't bite you, and you're happy with that guy, and you're passing.
I think that guy's great. I mean, I get why you don't want to take Pass, and
you roll doubles on your vamps first, and the only skill category they don't have access to is passing. So if you want
and he becomes your passer.
But but then you're sacrificing block on a vampire.
Exactly. And sometimes that happens really early on. Like sometimes that's the first vampire level, and then you're just like, do I really want to turn this guy into a no-skill pass guy?
I think that was the case on this team.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first vamp. He was one of the first ones.
But yeah, you get to block, and he turns into a fine man. And then he gets dodge, and he's just great. And now he has pro, so he's like everything he ever needs to be. And he's only 11 SPP from another skill.
Yeah. And then looking at this team value, 1740, but that's with 60 team value in money. So he's got a little bloat money there.
So actually like 1680 here.
Yeah, and he already has a level 3 stadium even with the Squig Sandwich Kiosk. So I was going to say you could burn some money on a stadium, but...
I think there's a good chance that he buys Thralls actually for his next game, since he both lost one and has got another miss next game. Yep. I think that at least 40 of the 60k is becoming a Thrall,
I think that is a good plan, good idea. And then,
I'm gonna go look at the chores.
yeah, let's take a look at the chorfs. So one thing to consider is looking at the team value here, 1740 to 1510. You have that TV bloat. Even if
It's
some
only
of it
because
gets
there's a
turned
missed X
into,
game bull.
yeah, but you're giving up some inducements, and that's a consideration for having the extra money. But yeah, so the missed next game bowl we talked about before, um, sorely missed. Fortunately, it's not the ball carrier bowl, the ball centaur. Frenzy
I
court
love me a
quick
ball sense.
legs. Yeah, rolled doubles and picked up sure hands last week, which is big. Happened to be the dodge one.
Oh no, man, he doesn't have to have doubles to get sure hands.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
he has to have doubles to get the dodge.
Doubles for the dodge and then picked up sure hands. Yeah, forget.
Hey,
You asked me
I'm
about
an
it.
advocate of take sure hands as your first bull centaur level. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, I am too. But in either case, I'm glad it worked out that he saved it until he got dodge on a guy and then got it on him. That
Oh yeah,
works.
that's a great ball carrier right there.
Yeah.
He will score many points, many yards rushing. I love the
Number
way
one
that
dodge.
these chorf blockers look. I love the Terror 5 guard on them.
Yeah, they're all blocker face number 5 except for Kulun Steelfist, which, if I remember, uh, he was drunk when he bought
Oh
him or
no, this
something.
isn't.
So,
Is this number 5? I thought number 5 was the one that was that had the lower lip mustache. These, yeah, they're all the same except for the one.
yeah.
This is
You
in
might
my
be right.
opinion, this is the wrong face though. Sorry.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, this isn't the one that has the mustache coming out of the lower jaw.
It does have he's bitten this knife so hard that it stuck to his
Yeah,
upper teeth.
doesn't come off. Look at that. Good for him. Yeah, so a lot of guard, a lot of mighty blow. Sometimes both, oftentimes both, and
Sometimes piling on,
a couple of times piling on. And he's got this
and even a stand firm.
the stand firm guy. So he's in great position with these chorfs. All it's missing is a little bit of claw. Hurry up and roll some
Yep.
doubles, and that would be great.
The only thing that I see here that I don't particularly agree with is this Russell Hobgoblin. That
Yeah,
could be a third dirty player.
dirty player or a sure hands guy, which
Or
is
kick.
something. Or kick. I think a sure hands hob is nice to have in situations where you're coming up against strip ball guys.
You're right.
You have a hobgoblin that can just be your that guy.
Yeah,
Um,
sometimes you don't have time for Agi 2 ball. Like, sometimes you just don't.
or yeah, don't have time or don't want to risk the strip.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, he's got sure hands on his bull, too, so.
oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. So yeah, man. In that case, never mind. Fuck that. Fuck everything I just said. Glor Blade 2.
I mean,
You
I'm just
should
saying
be
that
a kick boy.
you have this break tackle dodge sure hands bull. Short kicks are real good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Mr. has a one season Chorf team that's really well developed over here. Mr. Randomness
They're
names.
obnoxious. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so 1510 team value, missing the 190 on that miss next game bowl, but your bank is flush 150, right where you want to be. You got your also
Okay,
got
so
your level
this
3
is like
stadium and stadium upgrades, so you've been rolling in money.
he's got almost 200K in inducements. What do you buy? What's his
Um,
stadium
hmm,
upgrade? No pitch
Pitch
invasions.
invasions. They have. Do they have the chainsaw?
They get some pretty good. Yeah, they get a chainsaw. They get like it's hack. It's like a 130 chainsaw.
So the chainsaw against these AV7 thralls is really nice for fouling. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty
It kills
nice.
them really good.
Kills thralls real good, cuts their blood bags open. Alternatively, they get that. I don't know how expensive he is or if he's worth it, but I do like him for these guys sometimes. The cannon guy with 4 strength and sure hands and
Oh yeah,
something,
he's
whatever.
a secret weapon too,
Yeah,
but he's only like 100K or
it's
something. He's
cheap.
really
Yeah,
cheap.
so you get that and a bribe or something. It's just
Yeah, that guy's
alternatively
he's really strong for a drive.
just get a fuck ton of bribes and just foul the shit out of thralls, and
I think that
that
is a
is a
fine
very
choice here too.
effective choice. Yeah, I think that might even be the best choice.
Just like a pair of bribes, yeah.
Yeah,
And just put these dirty players to work.
yeah, a bribe and a wizard maybe even for bolting
If
wizard.
you want to spend some money, yeah.
Yeah, bolting. Uh, who's their faces? Vamps that sneak through because vamps are bullshit.
Because they will, yeah.
Yeah, they will. You can completely surround them in stand firm guys with guard on the
They don't
sideline,
care.
and they don't
They'll leave with the
care. They will
ball.
still get out with the ball and score a touchdown on you on 2 GFIs and 4 dodges because that happened to me again today. But
Just be glad there's no Agi 5 vamp on this team, man. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, or a strength 6 vamp.
Oh,
But
yeah, that poor Shiggy.
poor thing of note.
Poor everyone that plays Shiggy.
Thing of note. Strength 6 does not help when you take a 5+ boot to the face.
That's true story. He does let that happen to that boy a
Effective
lot.
removal option. But anyway, good luck. These two, Wolfram Jackson, Vapor Gecko, in your play-in game effectively. Yeah, maybe not a play-in game because Thunderstrike needs a little bit extra to get in. But
Yeah. It's close, though.
it's close. And then pull up the real standings here. And yeah, so looking at these 4 boys as their potential playoff situation. Again, we didn't look up who you're playing, but I hope it's Goblins or something. I know it's not the Stunty Cup winner because REL8 gets
Well,
that.
yep, REL4 gets that one. Laz has that one locked up.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be just like nice, soft elves with all of their best players that got hurt just in their week 13 game. So no problems.
Fingers crossed.
So let's did we
What
look
else you want
at
to talk about?
we'll look at the other games pending
Oh, yeah.
for this week. We have not looked at next the final.
Respectable Gents and Mount the Tetons and the Dead Wrestlers Society and Rouge's Gallery.
Plan for development. So get your
Exactly.
SPP boys and rub it on your nipples.
And then both Frozen Dead North and Fallen Wonders have played this week already, and that's why they're in the
Correct.
great positions they're in already.
Yeah, and both needed to win, and they got those wins.
Yep.
And that's it for Division 8 and Division 9A. This has been good. I think hopefully we'll see if this worked. And if it didn't, you won't have heard this. But if it did, that means it did. And I am an excellent real boy that can capture things.
We did it.
We did it.
All right, guys. It was good talking about this.
It's been fun. Thanks for helping me out, Randomus, with this bye week for Rusty.
Yeah, maybe I'll be back again. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't keep me away.
If not, catch him on his regularly scheduled divisions. And good luck in your week 13 matches, everybody that hasn't played. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Water the grass with your enemies.
What's Rusty's sign off thing? He's always got a rhyme. I can't do rhymes, so fuck off.
Yep.
I'm gonna drink my milk and say goodnight.
Good night.
Peace.